Hi everyone. Wow, I just ended my lesson for the day and I decided to do this session to share with you all because I've been asked this question so many times and I feel that it's very important for you all. And the question is many students and parents have asked me, should their children or should they take AMATS? When they reach Sec 2, they'll have a streaming and they have a choice whether they want to take AMATS or not. So should they take AMATS? And for students who reach Sec 3 and if they are struggling, should they take AMATS or drop AMATS? Now, taking AMATS is actually having a very good advantage because you open up your choices when you want to choose poly, be it poly or JC. And many times when students take AMATS, some of them will feel very overwhelmed because AMATS is a subject which is very tedious and also is a bit more abstract and you will need a lot of effort. And to be honest, when I was a child, when I was in primary 6, I wasn't really very good in maths. And imagine my PSLE, I only scored a big fat C. And at that time, my score was very terrible. Imagine for PSLE, my T-score was only 201. And I could only go into express or normal, but I was borderline. So my mom told me, hey, maybe you should consider going to NA normal because you won't be struggling if you go normal. And true enough, I think it makes sense. So I chose to go NA. But however, when I was in school, I wasn't very happy, maybe because I didn't achieve my desired score, even though I was hardworking. Okay, I was hardworking. I wasn't happy that I didn't score well enough, and I often got into arguments with students. Okay, so that's why I was unhappy, and my parents, my mom, decided to advise me to change school, which I did in my Sec 2. And my turning point came when I was in Sec 2. So when I was in a new school in Sec 2, I began to meet a maths teacher who teach very systematically. And from then on, I understand every concept that she teach. And I began to realize that maths, if you teach systematically, everything, if you break out into system, every topic has a core concept and the different type of problem sums which will come up definitely for the exam. So it's very systematic from basic concept to easy to intermediate, then to advanced question. So since then, I began to change my perspective of maths and I transformed from doing not so well in maths to acing maths. And back then, being an NA student, I couldn't take A maths. But I love maths so well that me and a few other NA students, we went to look our teacher to ask them, hey, can we take A maths or not, teacher? Because we really love maths so much, So back then, the teacher tell us, no, being an NA student, A maths is not offered to you all. So I'm so sorry that you can't take A maths in school. You can take A maths, but you have to go outside and learn yourself and join us for the prelim or an O level. But she gave us a look, it's going to be very tough. So thankfully, for me, I love A maths so much that me and two other NA students, we decided to take A maths on our own, just by looking for a tutor outside and having tuition once a week. So we have tuition just once a week outside and we never have any lesson for A maths in school at all. And when we joined our prelims, guess what? All three of us from NA, we got A's for A maths, and even in the O level, we also got A's for A maths. And that was the proudest moment of my life. And I'm very thankful that I chose to take A maths because without A maths, a lot of the options would be gone when you wanted to choose poly or JC. So this is something which I wanted to share with you all today. And because I love math so much that when I graduated from poly, I worked in a bank, and during the restructuring, I decided to move out, and since I got half a year to graduate, to get my degree in banking and finance, I just decided to give maths tuition or graduating. And since then on, I discovered that, hey, I love teaching, and since I love mathematics, why don't I take this as a full-time job? So, from then on, I never looked back, and I'm so grateful that I made this decision to come into tutoring business. And I enjoy teaching, I love mathematics, and I love the flexibility. So this is what I'm going to share with all of you all today, that taking A-Maths is important because it really opens up more choices when you wanted to choose to go poly or JC. Most importantly for the JC students, H2 maths, I think is very important for you all to have A-Maths. Without A-Maths, you can't even take H2 maths, and H2 maths is definitely very interesting. So I urge you all to take A-Maths for those who are considering, and for those who really are facing problem, taking a more systematic approach definitely helps in learning A-Maths. So do follow my channel. From time to time I will share tips with you all, and also those who need assistance, feel free to get in touch with me. Okay, see you all again. Bye.